1 p.m. East African time here in Nairobi, Kenya. I trust your day is coming along well. You're just in time for TV47 at 1 with I, Sheilar Chelangat. And of course, we do begin right now. Machakos Deputy Governor Francis Mwangangi has criticized Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen over what he describes as the growing culture of political goons in the country. Mwangangi alleged that Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen and Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo are to blame for the goons that have allegedly targeted opposition politicians in recent attacks, including incidents reported yesterday. Speaking in Ikombe Yata constituency, Machakos County, the Deputy Governor claimed political interference within the Interior Ministry has made it difficult for police officers to carry out their duties independently. He argued that continued interference risks undermining law enforcement and public confidence. Mwangangi warned that unless changes are made within the Interior Ministry, the country risks heightened political violence ahead of the 2027 general election.
Hallelujah. Ahead of next year's elections, tunataka utulivu na usalama wa nchi. Hii maneno ni wao walianza na maneno ya ngunizi. Hii maneno ilianza Office of the President ya ngunizi. Ilianza huko na ni wao tu watamaliza. Na wapunguze maneno ya mdomo kuongea sana. They are talking too much every now and then. In any case, watu wameuliwa wengi, PS Omolo akiwa PS wa internal security. Watu wengi wamekuwa abducted, wameuliwa na mambo mengi mabaya yanaendelea nchi hii ya Kenya when Murkomen is the Minister of Interior in charge of internal security. Sasa ikiwa kazi yako ni kuongea, tofautisha Murkomen the senator in the Senate and Murkomen the CS Interior.
And in the coastal region, Taita Taveta County Governor Andrew Mwadime has urged his residents to be patient and give him time to successfully implement projects aimed at transforming the county's economy, citing small-scale industries already being established in the county. Speaking at the Jesus Palace of Praise Church in Mwatate Sub-County, Mwadime stated that the county requires an innovative governor, while criticizing some of his opponents for engaging in early politicking. His sentiments were echoed by the church's pastor Evans Kiju, who called upon citizens to continue praying for their leaders and the government.
Otia katika sanduku la hazina. Next.
Serikali kuu baada ya uhuru waliwekeza kwa viwanda kwa majimbo mengine, na baada ya ugatuzi vile viwanda wanapeana kipaumbele vijana wao huko. So ni sisi hapa lazima tupambane na hali zetu, na Mwenyezi Mungu anafungua hili jimbo. Masuala ya maji nimesukuma sana, ni subra tu. Subra, maji yatatapaka kila mahali. Yote hayo yanataka subra. Wakati mno kule mashinani, mimi na deal na mambo yale ya juu, na nyinyi naombeni. Manake wenza washaanza siasa, mimi sijaanza siasa, na nyinyi mnisaidie kwa ground battle. As I'm dealing with the air battle, na nyinyi pia mnapigana na huku chini. Manake wengi nimewaambia tushikane, tujaribu kutatua. Manake hii siasa tunafanyaga miaka nenda miaka rudi. Tunaingia kule vijijini kutoa 100, lakini bado hakuna suluhu tunaitoa kwa hili jimbo.
And to matters education, in efforts towards enhancing reading proficiency and ensuring learners become fluent in both Kiswahili and English, the Read Baby Read Literacy Initiative has led its 8th edition at Gionseri Primary School in Kisii County. The program encourages children to dedicate at least 15 minutes each day to reading, helping them build strong literacy, comprehension and communication skills while supporting the goal principles of the Kenya's competency-based education CBE. Speaking during the event, the founder of the initiative, Professor Joshua Bagaka, said it has significantly improved learners' reading abilities in both English and Kiswahili, while also boosting their confidence and self-expression. Supporters of the initiative, led by KCA University officials, reaffirmed their commitment to expanding the initiative through community outreach, book donations and improved access to learning resources, saying the long-term vision is to scale up the program across the nation and eventually the African continent.
The impact of this program has been so obvious. The first one is the students are more proficient in reading. In fact, they are not only proficient in reading English, they actually become proficient even in Kiswahili. Their level of confidence, the way they express themselves is actually improved so much. And so the impact of this program actually, as it can be demonstrated, as the students move from first grade to the second grade to the third grade.
Through Read Baby Read, it made us improve in reading. The culture we had of reading improved, and that culture made us to have creative ideas and to play with pictures. And through the reading, it made us improve even in our exam, and the confidence we had, it made us to have even the courage to speak in a crowd of people.
Away from that, more than 200 Kipsigis clans are preparing to file a landmark court case seeking the return of land occupied by multinational companies alongside compensation for alleged historical land injustices dating back to the colonial era. Speaking in Kericho, Advocate Kipkoech Ngetich, who is leading a team of 20 lawyers, said the suit aims to restore ancestral land rights and address the economic impact of generations of dispossession. The legal team is seeking the return of the disputed land to the community, arguing that local residents should determine how it is managed, including whether it is leased. The lawyers also cited counties such as Narok and Kajiado, where communities benefit from resources on ancestral land, saying the Kipsigis should enjoy similar economic opportunities through a fair resolution of their land claims. Now, with millions of Kenyans still living without insurance cover, industry players say apart from low incomes and high living costs, lack of trust continues to keep many families financially exposed when faced with illness, accident or other emergencies. The sector is now embracing digital technology to make insurance simpler, more affordable and easier to access through platforms that many Kenyans already use every day. Speaking during the 4th Bancassurance Association conference in Mombasa, the chair of the association, Aggrey Mulumbi, said the rapid uptake of digital financial services by banks present a unique opportunity to integrate insurance into platforms that customers already trust and use daily. Industry players also observed that bancassurance, the partnership between banks and insurance companies, is becoming an increasingly important distribution channel, enabling customers to conveniently access insurance alongside other financial services.
The insurance companies.
If your paid a claim reflects in your bank account and you see it on the mobile banking platform, is a perfect way for you to now trust that you can do your insurance through your digital banking platform. And I think that's one big contribution that bancassurance is adding to insurance uptake in this country, driving uptake through digital platforms, because the banks digital platforms are trusted.
We have good partners. We've seen great growth, and we believe it's one of the ways that we're going to drive deeper insurance penetration in this market. Banks sit in a position of trust with customers, and as such are able to engage them and financially educate them on the solutions they can get from the insurance industry.
The mention of the digital platform playing a key role in actually moving the needle in supporting the cover on insurance. So as a banking industry, our move is to continue to extend credit to MSMEs, grow the economy.
In the last 2 years, we've seen digital adoption across our customer base more than double. And that is continuing because we are giving them the avenue to engage with our business more efficiently.
Kenya's construction sector continues to grapple with a shortage of certified heavy plant operators, a challenge that industry players say is slowing project delivery, driving up costs and leaving some contractors with little option but to hire underqualified personnel. Stakeholders maintain that expanding practical training and safety-based skills will be critical to meeting the region's growing demand for skilled machine operators. Furthermore, technology such as heavy plant simulators is helping reduce risks by allowing learners to gain experience before operating live machinery. Meanwhile, as demand for qualified operators continues to grow across East Africa, officials from Ganatra Plant and Equipment Training Institute, which marked its 10th anniversary, says they have adopted this approach as part of its training programs.
So this proves that the skills and dedication have no gender boundaries. Anyone with a passion, commitment, and the right training can succeed. To ensure that our students receive the best possible learning experience, we have developed structured courses with different modules designed to be flexible and adaptable to student needs.
I started from Madam as a driver. I am able to train as an operator and became as a mechanic. I'd like to say thank you for the great opportunity of giving us to the GM. This environment is very, very conducive for us mechanics. We have the facilities.
To my fellow students, you have taught us Swahili. I came here, I couldn't even ask for food. But now when I'm in my community, I ask for food, we interact in Swahili. So I really appreciate my fellow students, both the other time and this time.
Now, away from that, President William Ruto remains the most popular presidential hopeful, according to a new InfoTrack survey released today, Monday. The poll gives Ruto 32% support, with Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka trailing in second place at 13%. Within the broad-based government, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki emerged as the preferred running mate with 34% support, while Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga received 11%. The survey was conducted between June 22nd and June 26th, 2026, interviewing 3,000 respondents across all 47 counties. The findings come as early election preparations and political campaigns gather momentum, with leaders seeking to strengthen public support ahead of the next general election and shape alliances across the country.
The Vice President scores 27% preference. At 26% would prefer Fred Matiang'i to be their presidential candidate. Of course, Edwin Sifuna comes a distance, third, with a 19% mention, and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has 9%. So, just in summary, we also have other candidate. Only 3% would prefer former CJ to be the presidential candidate for the United Opposition. Then Martha Karua has a 2%, George Natembeya 1%, Eugene Wamalwa 1%, Okiya Mtata 1%, Honorable Babu Owino 1%. Then 10% are unsure on who they could consider. So, The key takeout, no much difference between the two leaders. It's former Vice President Kalonzo and Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Notably, Edwin Sifuna has 19% as the third most preferred presidential candidate for the United Opposition. And of course, we can see it by region, who is preferred in which region, and by gender. You can see there, more male would prefer Kalonzo, then also other age bands. You can see Matiang'i as his highest in Nairobi, 30, then 29 in Nyanza and Central Province. Sifuna as his highest in Western as the possible presidential candidate. Then of course, Nyanza and Coast are tied.
Well, on that note, we take a short commercial break here on TV47 at 1. More updates on the other side of the break, so stay with us.
Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
This is a very serious place.
I see that. Surely. Hey, Nyumba.
This is the place.
Just for a few days.
Rule number 2.
Kwani Google inajua maisha yangu wewe?
That's my seat. It's a chair. It was hers.
You're new here? Yes. You learned the rhythm.
This place is run by structure. Structure.
It is a system. Ni venye tu ni system haisikizi. And what happens if something you haven't chosen enters your day?
I remove it.
That's not always going to be possible here.
Then you are going to have a problem.
Noted.
What are you planning? To escape from a resort?
This is not a resort, my friend. This is a storage.
Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47.
Nairobi, where the hustle never sleeps and neither do the scammers.
To link up, we are talking about something that's affecting all of us. We are talking trust.
We're diving into the campus life.
Stay fresh, stay safe,
Stay linked up.
My father used to tell me that our hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time, and the first time, welcome to Connect In, the best experience in East and Central Africa and its environs.
This is a very serious place.
I see that. Sure. Hey, Nyumba.
This is the place.
Just for a few days.
Rule number 2.
Kwani Google inajua maisha yangu wewe?
That's my seat. It's a chair. It was hers.
You're new here? Yes. You learned the rhythm.
This place is run by structure. Structure.
It is a system. Ni venye tu ni system haisikizi. And what happens if something you haven't chosen enters your day?
I remove it.
That's not always going to be possible here.
Then you are going to have a problem.
Noted.
What are you planning? To escape from a resort?
This is not a resort.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now, Kenyatta Boys Senior School has been closed indefinitely following a night fire that reduced the administration block, library and computer laboratory to ashes. The students' unrest began at around 11 p.m. on Sunday night before a fire broke out an hour later, raging until Monday morning. The 1,700 students who had taken control of the school reportedly barred police officers and firefighters from accessing the institution to contain the situation. No fatalities were reported, while 2 students who sustained minor injuries were treated and discharged from Bahati Sub-County Hospital.
Tumekuta kweli shule imechomwa, iko chini. Tukichunguza kidogo, tunaambiwa kuna mkutano ya siasa ililetwa hapa ndani. Na ilipoletwa hapa ndani, wale wanasiasa wakagawa pesa. Katika kugawa pesa, kuna ile ingine waliambiwa wamenunuliwa ng'ombe watakula nyama. Baada ya nyama wakapewa soda na mkate. Kwa hivyo wanafunzi wakawa na hiyo resentment ndani yao, kwamba tumepewa ng'ombe na ng'ombe imepotea. So inakuwaje unabadilisha ng'ombe na soda? Na wao walikuwa wanataka nyama.
Sisi kama wazazi tumejaribu kuulizia wanafunzi ni kitu gani kimekuwa kikiendelea, na wakatuambia kwamba haikuanza leo, hata haikuanza jana, walianza kama Friday. Kwa hivyo wamekuwa na mzozo na walimu na administration. Kuna vitu walikuwa na demand, hiyo inaitwa sijui career, ilikuwa inaitwa career something like that, na tukaona ya kwamba sisi kama wazazi tutaona hii ambayo imefanyika leo ni kitu ingezuiliwa kama kuna mtu ambaye angekuwa kabisa has the students at heart, kwa sababu kuanzia Friday mpaka saa hizi leo walikuwa wanangoja nini? This is a big question wazazi wanauliza.
Moving on from that, residents of Kieni, Nyeri County are set to benefit from a new community irrigation program being rolled out by the Mutitu Water Project beginning this July. Speaking during the Mutitu Water Project annual general meeting, the project's chairperson, Joseph Kagiri, said the Ruiri Borehole project in Zone 3 marks the beginning of a long-term vision to boost agricultural productivity in the semi-arid region and stimulate rural economic development. In addition to the new irrigation program, the Mutitu Water Project has also completed the Karai Borehole project, bringing clean and reliable water services closer to residents. The Mutitu Water Project currently serves more than 30,000 households across 3 counties, Nyeri, Laikipia and Nyandarua.
In addition, the project is undertaking the Luirie Project Zone 3, which is expected to serve as a pilot irrigation scheme beginning January next year. This initiative marks the beginning of a long-term vision of introducing community irrigation program that will increase agricultural productivity, improve household incomes and stimulate rural economic development.
Ng'ombe zetu na mbuzi zilikuwa zinakufa juu ya kukosa maji, tena tukakosa mpaka garden kidogo ya kulima mboga na nini, lakini saa hii tunafurahia juu tumetengenezewa borehole.
Asante kwa Mungu juu ya hii mradi ya Mutitu Water Project, juu pahali imetutoa ni mbali zaidi. Yangu tu ni shukrani kutoka kwa chairman wetu Kagiri.
Now, leaders and residents of Elgeyo Marakwet County have expressed disappointment over the decision to move this year's Mashujaa Day celebrations from Kamarin Stadium in Elgeyo Marakwet County to Uasin Gishu. The leaders, led by Senator William Kisang and Woman Representative Caroline Ngeleche, have urged the government to ensure that the construction of the stadium based in Iten is completed on schedule, despite the relocation of the national celebrations. However, Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has assured residents that the project will be continued as planned. He added that the decision to relocate the celebrations was reached after consultations between local leaders and President William Ruto.
Mashujaa Day, President hawezi kuja tena Kamarin. Kama inawezekana waziri intervene. Kama haiwezekani waziri, tafadhali ya 1st June ya next year tuwekewe kama hiyo kuanja itakuwa imekamilika. Ndio tusiende hivyo. President anapokuja kuna vitu mingi ambaye inapatikana.
Waziri, kwa sababu Mashujaa Day imepelekwa huko Uasin Gishu County, kabla President 20th aende pale, sisi tunataka kuja hapa Kamarin atufungulie stadium kwanza. Kama si hiyo irudi hapa. Otherwise sisi tunataka if it is possible 20th tuwe 10 tuwe Kamarin ile stadium yetu iishe.
Lakini wacha Kamarin itaisha completely, itaisha. Haitasimama tena. Ya, itaisha uwanja ya Kamarin. Najua mlikuwa na shughuli kidogo ya kusema hii National Day ikisongeshwa ndio projects yetu ipotee. What we are tuko na consultation, rais alituita consultation kama leaders ya North Rift hapa kusema tuelewane, kwa sababu masaa imeenda, tunataka kutafuta central point yenye itatusaidia kuwa shared na more than one county ya kucelebrate. Lakini projects yenye inafanywa hapa lazima iishe vile ilikuwa imepangwa. Iteni yetu hii inaendelea kung'ara. Rais anangojea hii affordable house na market iende kidogo juu, atakuja hapa kufungua yeye mwenyewe hizo projects.
A youth movement dubbed Ukweli Movement from Kisii County has slammed former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over remarks targeting the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC). Speaking to the media, led by its chairman, Charles Mogaka, said the utterances by the DCP party leader does not mean well, responding to claims made against IEBC chairman Erastus Ethekon that he does not qualify to own a home in one of the posh estates in the city. He noted that Gachagua's remarks appeared to undermine Ethekon by suggesting corruption in acquiring the house and raising questions about his source of income. The group has expressed confidence in IEBC to deliver a fair and transparent process by election in Ol Kalou.
IEBC is an independent commission that is doing its own work. The issue you are telling us that the chairman of IEBC does not have the qualification to leave Kalen. It shows how greedy you are. It shows how hatred you are that young people cannot purchase a land in Kalen and live. It means that there is some class of people that you want to live in Kalen. I want to tell Mheshimiwa Gachagua that Ethekon has the right to live in Kalen the same way you are fighting Wetangula that he has embroidered his relatives. Those people Wetangula embroidered, they have all the qualifications to be in those jobs. Must stop your hatred. You are now going too far. In Ol Kalou is an Ol Kalou person who lives there. So whether you will be elected by UDA or will be elected whichever way the election will go. What we want in Ol Kalou is peace, but the issue of Gachagua wanting to divide people, we have all trust. So long as there is nobody who is, the people of Ol Kalou will have to make the best choices for the same.
And in the world of sports, KCB Rugby Club underlined its readiness for the 2026 National Sevens Circuit after clinching the Juja Sevens title with a commanding 22-5 victory over Black Blood in the final played at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. The Bankers delivered a composed performance throughout the tournament, capping off the weekend with an impressive display against their university rivals to lift the preseason title. KCB booked their place in the final after edging out KCB Cubs 27-21 in a closely contested semi-final, showcasing the squad's depth and attacking quality as preparations for the national circuit gather momentum. The victory comes barely 2 weeks before the National Sevens Circuit kicks off on July 25th in Nakuru, giving the 8th-time Kenya Cup champions a timely confidence boost as they seek to challenge for top honors on the Sevens stage. (1:30), we conclude here on TV47 at 1 with Sheilar Chelangat. More at 4 p.m, so see you then.